Welcome back, chaps. Today we are making a vlog with the Sartorial Shooter. You might have seen him, his name is Jules. He's a good friend of the Tates. And the reason we want to go and make a video with him is because he's got some of the best style and fashion that I've probably ever seen, and he's a complete professional. So today we're going to sit down with him, we're going to ask him what makes good style, good fashion, how do you build out your custom-made reality as a young man? How do you become the best looking, best dressed version of yourself? So boys, we're heading there now. Me and Dario are also going to sit down after and do a podcast with him. This will come out this Friday and the podcast will come out on Sunday. So see you guys in there. It's going to be a fun one.
They say that all in love is fair, yeah, but you don't care. But you know what to do when it gets hard on you. And with a little help from above, you feel the power of love.
Hello chaps, how are you? Good to meet you. Jack.
Superstars arrived.
How are you?
See you, mate.
Good to see you. Yeah, very good.
Rob, how are you, man? Good to see you.
How are you?
You don't need the tailors, man. You're doing fine. Good to see you. How are you, Rob?
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. How you doing? That's nice, guys. How's life, right? Seems like all is good.
All is well. All is well in the world, yeah.
Excellent.
How are things with you?
Alhamdulillah, good. Not as exciting and high-flying as what I've seen on your Instagram.
Oh
but
yeah, it's been
alhamdulillah,
interesting.
things are all right. Please put your bags here, guys. Make yourself comfortable.
Okay, cool. Oh, it is.
I don't wear gold anymore, but I can still appreciate it.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. What a wonderful piece. What's this one? That's the Platinum Daytona. So it's halal. You can wear that as a Muslim.
That's nice.
I'm trying to limit myself with watches.
Yeah.
I only buy that which I'm allocated from the authorized distributor now. I don't buy anything on the open market. Same. I'm trying to do the same with cars. I've got to stop buying cars.
I don't think so. I think you should buy more watches, more cars. How long have you wanted to do this?
It's been about, I'd say, 12-year dream to have my own tailor shop. Thank you, brother.
Because you are a Sartorial Shooter.
That's it, man.
Sartor means tailor in
That's
Latin.
it. Well, there it is. Oh, man.
And you're the shooter.
Yeah, indeed.
I like it.
We're having so much fun here, bro. Every day is I call it an exercise in gratitude. Like, I'm excited to come to work. Like, I'm 41 now. I've never been excited to come to work every day. Work, if you can call it that.
Yeah.
It's just so satisfying. The ethos behind the shop is brothers winning together. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what level you're at in your fashion, we can take it to the next level. And you know how it is. You feel like $1 million. Like, Tate always says there's no downside to thinking you're the man. I like to say there's no downside to dressing like you're the man. Unless it makes you a robbery risk in London or something. But apart from that, there's no downside.
When you're here, you've got to look good.
And also, I like this combination of like the classic jacket, but then something different. Whether it's accessories or a loud shirt, or the fact that I'm, rocking slides when really I should be in loafers.
It's cool.
Doing something different is what we're all about. Like, yes, know the rules of fashion, especially when you have to meet with old money and it's time to, fit in and be classy and be refined and be discreet. But also, especially if someone has a personal brand, why not know how to turn it up?
Exactly.
Why not do something that is specifically you? Nowadays, in the Instagram age, everyone's got a personal brand, right? You want to look a bit different. You want to look a bit unique. Not just, hey, it's a guy in a navy suit. Hey, it's a guy in a grey suit. If you dress like a worker bee, you'll be perceived as a worker bee. If you dress like, oh, there's something going on here. We don't know who he is, but he's someone.
Yeah.
It's a different energy exchange. People give you a stronger focus, whether that's restaurant bookings or interacting with businessmen or even dating. When you're having that higher sort of frequency of someone going, oh, who is this guy? This is cool. This is interesting. This is different. It makes life more interesting.
What do you think young guys should pick up first? If they come into a tailor for the first time, what should you sort yourself out?
Let me show you a video. The question you asked,
Yes.
what should a man do on his first trip to the tailors?
Yeah.
Don't do this. This is the full crazy.
Okay.
I wouldn't even touch this. So as with anything else, if you go watch shopping, you want
Yeah.
the Submariner before you go and get the diamond covered this and that.
Yeah.
You want the classic pieces that you can use in many different instances first. With fashion, yes, you can get the grey suit and the navy suit if you need it for work. Yes, you can get the black suit for weddings and funerals. Do you really need these things?
Not often.
For me, the look where you're going with chino trousers and a nice jacket, it's more the business casual look, but it also conveys more of a, I'm wearing this because I want to, as opposed to I'm wearing a grey suit because I have to.
Gotcha.
It's a different kind of vibe that you're putting out and you get perceived differently. So what I'd say for every young man who's looking to build, a high-level custom wardrobe, the single most versatile blazer you can ever get is the navy blazer. And note, this fabric here is not in any way shiny. It's not suit fabric. It's not something like this. It's typically blazer fabric, a bit of a worsted wool type finish to it. This is the single most versatile jacket you can have. You can wear this with denim for a casual look. You wear it with white pants for that Mediterranean chic look. You can wear it with beige pants like this for a very much business casual look, suitable for corporate meetings and so on. This is super, super versatile. However, that's more, I'd say, suited to medium and cool climates. If we're talking about the single most versatile jacket.
Yep.
The most versatile jacket you could ever get in this part of the world is cream. So here we go. These sorts of cream jackets here, single most versatile jacket you can have for warm weather climates.
Nice.
Again, you can wear that over denim for a casual look. You can wear it over like a navy trousers or royal blue for more business appropriate look. You wear it over white for that Mediterranean chic look, or you can wear it over any color to then bring in a crazy shirt to build your sort of custom looks.
Yeah.
So I'd say if you're in a warm weather climate like Dubai, every man needs a cream jacket. And that's one you're gonna get the most ROI on. We guide people through this. Most tailors, they come in and they just, all right, you want a jacket, here's your jacket. I say, well, stop, slow down. How are you gonna get the most out of this? How are you gonna best project value in what sort of settings? I wanna know what sort of work you do, what sort of social events you go to. If you're going to, say, a wedding, is it daytime, is it nighttime, is there a color code, how formal is it? We actually break down exactly what someone's looking to do before we give them even, a sample of different fabrics to look at.
I like that. How often do you get up and you put this kind of stuff on, you go out looking your best?
Right, if I didn't wear didn't run a tailor shop, probably a little bit less than I do.
Okay.
Because, I'm showing off the goods now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for me, everyone always says, to answer your question, I don't really have the opportunity to dress well, make it. If you're not mixing with the upper society in your city, why not? Go and do it. If you're not going to the high-end events, and we know what they are. They're the races, they're the opera, they're the supercar events, they're business launches, restaurant openings, art gallery openings. If you're not going to these things, why not? If you're around the money of the world, money comes easier. I can vouch for that. I grew up very rough, and alhamdulillah, I'm not poor anymore. A lot of that's from being around the people who know how to make money and building relationships with them such that they say, hey, do you want to get on this property development project, on this IPO, on this ICO?
Yep.
Do you want to partner together? Do you want to get on this fund, which doesn't have a website, but here are the returns?
Yeah.
That's where I've made most of my money in this life. A lot of that comes from dressing well and being the guy who says, yeah, I could just stay at home and chill, or I could dress my best and go and put my value out as well.
Rub
And
shoulders with the right people.
build useful connections, yeah. And it's not in any way scheming or manipulative to say, I want to have people who are capable and rich around me. I think it's a noble thing.
Yeah.
But you have to bring value yourself. If you go to a resort, why don't you know the people who run the resort?
Yeah.
Why, at least the resort manager, why don't you build relationships with them? What about the people who own the holding company that own the resorts? The people at the top of the game, they know all these things. They are in those circles. I think everyone should aspire for that. I call it relationship equity. The correlation between being perceived as a high-level client or the sort of person that a venue or an event wants around and the way you dress is very clear. There's huge ROI, especially for a young man coming up who's looking to build that relationship, to put a bit of extra effort into dressing well, because most people are lazy.
Yeah.
It's like training. You train properly, you're going to stand out because everyone else is sort of half doing it.
It's another one of those things. You look good in your clothes.
Yeah, feel good. There's no downside.
I like you running this because you look great. So I don't want to take any advice from someone that doesn't live the way I want to live.
Yeah,
so you go and see a tailor and he doesn't look amazing. Why are you shopping with that tailor?
So you're not going to listen to a fat personal trainer.
You got Shooter here is looking $1 million.
Alhamdulillah,
Doing your thing.
life is good. But if you're that young man looking to climb and develop and build that empire, man, put that effort into dressing. So here's our little
Let's go
podcast
check
area.
this out.
I don't really like social media. I think it brings out the worst in humanity. But I mean, if you're putting out a positive message, why not, right? I'd like to point out the leaderboard right there. Basically, I've gamified buying jackets. Every time you buy a jacket, you get a symbol next to your name.
Good man.
I've got to give props to our man Con. He came in, he saw it and said, 10 jackets, let's go, just to be on top of the boards.
I know Con.
He's a good lad.
He's that kind of guy.
He's quality, mate. Up there was a gift. A lot of what you see here is gifts. So we have the tenants of Tate playing each day, changing each day up there. A gift from a Warren brother. Bit of a sad story here, brother. So this is from Sartorial Shields, a guy called Imran. Wonderful guy, very fit, real hustler. That's the last shield he ever made. Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack shortly after that shield was delivered. So Tate and I paid for a mosque to be built in Indonesia per his wishes and his family. So we're trying to give back a bit.
Amazing.
But bruv, he was a fit guy. He was really religious, great family, disciplined, good guy. Just gone one day. Like, you got to make the most out of every day. So that's a very powerful reminder there, and I tell as many people as I can about that story. So bless him, bless his family.
That's so true. That's what I believe about spending some of your money as well. I've just been at a mastermind with a lot of the online money guys, online business, and they hustle all the time. Don't make any time for adventure, any time to enjoy what they've earned.
Bro, if you were just work focused, you're gonna be like any other money nerd.
Yeah.
And let's face it, we're all getting to the point now in our lives at some point where money doesn't matter. So what, you have more money? Where are your stories? What are your accolades? What have you done? What have you achieved? What adventures have you been on with the bros?
Where are your buddies?
Yeah, you sat and made a lot of money. All right, great. Now you're too old to enjoy it. What's the point? That's why I have a lot of skulls around, that memento mori concept.
Yeah.
We will be dead one day. That day could be tomorrow. Make the most of it within reason, of course.
I'm just interested in this because I saw on your Instagram about BOPE. Just explain what BOPE is
so
for people.
BOPE are the special police in Brazil, and they do really serious work. I went and embedded with them, helped them with some training, and I realized that they didn't even have proper individual first aid kit. And these guys, they're in the thick of it. Like, if you want to look at police services, these guys would have more
Seen a
actual
couple of
kinetic
documentaries.
exchanges, more gunfights than anyone else. So I bought individual first aid kits for I think about 70 operators. So I got them kitted
Awesome.
out. So it's, And so in terms of the actual tailor shop piece, I mean, here are our shirts. You can see we have the classic shirts and normal shirts. Then we have what I call the medium crazy, and then we get into the full crazy. And these are our trousers. These are all stretch fabric. So when you get used to these trousers, you can work out in these.
Yeah.
You can't wear other trousers.
No.
It's so comfortable.
That's one of the worst things about getting stuff tailored that I found in Bangkok was that you're tearing this stuff.
They're not using the right
Yeah,
material,
not-
especially with you, someone who builds quads, and then when
Yeah.
you haven't trained, so it's not as big as it was, and your body changes.
Yeah.
You need this fabric. Bro, let me show you just how stretchy this is. It's wild. Look at that level of stretch. Highly durable. You can wash these hundreds of times.
I like
They're
that.
pre-washed. So we do these for like $220. You can't even get nice chinos from the mall for that.
No, you can't.
These are tailor-made to your body. and
$220.
yeah, and you can literally
Wow.
work out on them.
That's
Like
awesome.
it's the prices we're doing. That's why we're so busy. It's
Yeah.
not the flashy shop or the pumping Instagram. The
the
value.
quality.
I'm not trying to squeeze property.
No.
Squeeze profit out of this. I want my brothers to win. I want people to look good.
It's the quality of the product and how the product sells itself.
Yeah, indeed. It's
Easy.
fun. Let me show you guys the vault. As you can see here, this is where it just gets crazy. If
Oh,
you want to do
okay, this
pocket
is loud.
squares, linings, shirts, it's growing every day. It's so
You've
much
got a
fun.
Bitcoin one there.
Yeah, indeed. That actually sells pretty well.
I
funnily
bet
enough.
it does. I bet it does.
Check this cotton out. It's such high quality.
It's got a bit of stretch to it as well.
Yeah,
not like
there's,
real
and there's a
silk.
bit. Look at the stretch in this cotton. That's 100% cotton, but it's done with such high quality. It's
That is
supremely
awesome. I
comfortable.
love that.
And it's so soft. But then if you look at the collars, they're so sharp you can cut your finger on it. Let me show you guys the changing room. So as you can see, themed, the tools of the trade up on the wall. Behind here is a huge space, double this front space. So if I could, I'm in process of negotiations with the landlord. The bottom will be for all my cars and like a hangout spot for the lads. Upstairs will be a training area. Someone that does coffee, Wagyu steak, cigars,
Nice.
and then the workshop will extend so that we
Wow.
can handle this demand. Now imagine a bookshelf here, and I've already priced the automation. If you know the right book, you pull it out, crack, it opens up, the glass moves, you walk through the
Speakeasy.
cars. Yeah. If
I
you put
like
on the
it.
wrong book, the room fills with tear gas.
Yes, that's what you need.
I'll show you guys the workshop upstairs.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, look at that. Get that on camera. Big T.
Yeah, dude.
And the whole gang.
Yeah, it's awesome. So this is where the magic happens. These guys are the best in the game. Salam alaikum, brothers. I went to the best trouser makers, jacket makers, shirt makers of the city because I've been
Yeah.
in this game for a while.
Yeah.
So is my partner, Mr. Nazar. Found the best guys, just paid them more.
Nice.
It's pretty simple. Like,
Took 'em all.
treat people well, pay them well, they're going to do good work.
And now you're the best.
I profit share with these guys too.
Oh, cool.
Each quarter I profit share. I really take care of them. Every week we have a sit-down meeting where I thank them. We talk about any issues. I gift them just sweets or something. Like I show them that they're appreciated. That doesn't usually happen.
No.
Usually they're in a different part of town because it's
Yeah.
cheaper rent. They're crowded. These guys are proud of what they do. They get to interact with the clients. There's positive energy here.
Good energy in the clothes.
And man, they do long hours. Like I do feel a little bit bad. I pay them overtime, and I make sure every unit of overtime gets paid. I mean, they're in here till 2 in the morning consistently because we're just so busy.
Yeah.
So busy. Wow. It's wild. Yeah. This is our prayer room as well. If you wanted to tilt your camera in here, you
Yep.
can see the design. And for me, this is a huge part of the positive energy in here. Like we pray together as a team. Like it's especially for the guys who are really religious and don't want to miss the prayer time. It's
Yeah.
right here.
And
So
how many prayer times a day do you do?
it's 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 times a day.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take long, man.
No,
you're
I
looking
mean,
at-
how long does it have to be for a prayer?
It's about, I'd say, it's under 15 minutes, man. Even if you can do it in, the actual active prayer is about 10 minutes, if not less.
Okay,
But,
and if you can't take 15 minutes, then you've got your life set up the wrong way.
Yeah, and it's a reset, bro. It's an energetic reset. You remind yourself what matters. You're saying essentially words that make you more disciplined, more grateful, more aware of the devil and the fact that he
Okay.
wants to pull you off what's
Reminding
known
yourself.
as Sartorial Shooter, the straight path. Like it's all discipline based, mate. I love it. Very masculine, very discipline
Yep.
based.
We'll talk about that more on the podcast. 'Cause I'm very intrigued. Oh, mate, thank you very much. That came across amazing.
Oh, good, bro. Oh, good.
That's awesome.
Having fun.
You're a
man.
natural.
Hang out with the Tates, you learn how to speak, right?
Yeah. Guys, you've seen the shop. If you are ever in Dubai, come swing by and see.
Warm welcome.
Come see Jules. Get yourself looking good. And on Sunday, you can see the sit down at this podcast studio in the tailor shop. We're going to go through a load of different stuff together about discipline, how to be a man, how to dress, all that sort of stuff. So check it out on Sunday. I'll see you boys there.